Integrated farm. Hey, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you, please.
What's an integrated farm,
sure
really?
Folks at home, you'll be interested to know what an integrated farm is. So, sir, please, over to you.
An integrated farm is a farm where nothing goes to waste. The weeds, not even the grasses, where everything is used, where there are a number of enterprises, farm enterprises, existing side by side, with each, making use of the waste of the other, and what have you, call it a symbiotic relationship, in a way that everything is going, smoothly. So, in the integrated farms that we have, which is Songhai model, well, we call it Songhai model because it is patterned after the Songhai farm in Porto Novo, Benin Republic. And we're actually working in close collaboration with them to set up these integrated farms. We have enterprises like crops, what we call the market garden, where various types of vegetables are in production. We have a piggery unit. We have a fisheries unit, the aquaculture. We have the poultry. In some of the farms, we even have a goatry, a mini ranch, a goatry and cow ranch. In some, we have an apiary, bees. Of course, bees help agriculture because they promote pollination. And we also have processing units, alongside. We process the cassava that we grow into gari of different types, the turmeric gari, the sour gari, and coconut gari, and what have you. And in one of the farms, we have a fruit juice packaging unit. We also have an oil mill in one of the farms. And in some of the ones that we're setting up now, we're also going to have plantations of mango and cashew, which harvest will feed the juice and packaging unit. Now, so over the last 4 years, we have set up, I think at the last count, about 4 integrated farms. The one here in Benin City is within our headquarters premises in Obayanto, and that has been in production over the last 3 years, and we've been selling its harvest. In Awuchi, in the northern part of Edo State, we also have one that started, that has been on over the last 2 years, but its harvest has been coming out in the last couple of months. In Akokwedo, federal constituency, also in the northern part of Edo State, we recently also started off 2 new farms in Okbe and Unemenekwa. These later 2 farms are still, in the development stage, but I can assure you that in the next 1 year, the farms will also be in production. The good part of these farms too.
See, folks at home, you can be rest assured that we are going to visit those farms so that we can. It won't just be all talk. We'll match talk with action. So, sir, you have that promise of.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll visit the farms.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you, sir.
Although these farms currently serve for production and processing for us, but they are also training centers.
Good.
And we've had students and youths, come to our farm, our integrated farm Songhai model in Obayanto, Benin City, and reside there, some for up to 6 weeks for training and hands-on experience, on the integrated farm practice. And as a matter of deliberate policy, our integrated farms, Songhai model, are all organic. What that means is that there is no chemical fertilizer application in any aspect. Everything is organic. The waste from the piggery serves as input to the beds. The waste from the poultry, is used to fertilize the beds. Whenever the fish ponds are cleaned out, the waste is also used to fertilize the bed. And when we harvest our cassava, When we process some, we use some of it to feed the pigs and all whatnot. Oftentimes, when the farms get overgrown by weeds, the grasses are cut down and they are used as mulch, for the beds. So nothing, as a matter of fact, nothing goes to waste. Yeah. That's the story of the integrated farm.
You will tell us, let's just have an overview of all the other projects so that, we can take them one after the other.
Well,
you talked about the provision of water,
yes,
and all that. Sufficiently expounded on that. Now we've talked about the Songhai model farm, where nothing goes to waste and everything, it's like, it's recycled at the end of the day, and it's fully organic. Nothing goes to waste. No chemicals, no fertilizers. One, waste from one is used to, enhance the other. So we've talked about 2 projects now.
Yeah, youth empowerment is also a very critical aspect of our mandate. And remember, the president has promised that over the next 10 years, 100 million Nigerians are going to be engaged.
Yes.
So all agencies of government, including Borbda, have been charged to, through their activities, promote this. And we have taken up the gauntlet, and we are also undertaking some youth empowerment schemes. In the last 3 years, we've trained, I think at the last count, about 70 youths on beekeeping and honey production. And we've gone further, to expose them to an international market by signing an MOU with an international off-taker, of all their produce. Our integrated farms, like I said, have also provided outlets for the empowerment of our youth. So we have trained recently about 100 youths, yes, 50 from Okbe community, another 50 from Unemenihua, on the best agronomic practices. And we're going to be supporting them with inputs to see them crop maize and cassava, on 100 hectares of land. Supporting them with all inputs, from seeds to cassava cuttings to fertilizers and even mechanization. And we've also even signed a memorandum of understanding with people who are going to offtake their produce, so nothing will be lost. So youth empowerment is a critical aspect of our mandate, and we are driving that. We are also involved in the provision of rural infrastructure, from roads. Of course, farms need accesses. So we get involved in development of roads and improvement of accesses, within communities, so as to promote, improve their livelihoods. Well, Borbda depends on its annual appropriation. So whatever comes into our budget, we do. So we've also found ourselves, implementing such projects as rural electrification schemes. And we are also promoting small hydropower, on some of the small dams that we have. The essence of this is that in such hydropower schemes, even if it's as little as 1 megawatt of electricity, you can serve the immediate community, as well as help the farmers around such schemes, to undertake small processing units at minimal cost because of the hydropower generated from the mini dams. So these and many more are some of the activities that Borbda is involved in.
Thank you very much, sir. Then I'll say, since you joined the saddle, sir, what are the key achievements you can lay claim to?
Thank you. A tough one, though, but I would say in the last 4 years that I have been managing director of the Benue-Awena River Basin Development Authority. I came to Borbda to meet an authority that was described as one of the worst among the 12 river basins.
Whoa.
And so we started off by first and foremost working on the staff morale and making them recognize the import, of their input. So I would say to a large extent, we have built a team, that believes in itself, that seeks, to break boundaries, and of course that is committed, to its mandate. We have also ensured that from year to year, every project that we undertake is delivered. For me, that's a thing of pride. And this has seen our budget rise from less than 1 billion to about 6 billion,
Whoa.
And I'm sure it's a measure of the confidence we've been able to, build in the authority by virtue of our capacity to deliver on projects.
So very quickly, like how many projects can you count, 1, 10, 15, 20 projects that you have completed within this time frame?
In the last 4 years, I can tell you that we've completed over 200 projects.
Whoa!
Yes, we have completed over 200
That's
projects.
Great. That's great.
And we have a few more that are ongoing, and we are working with stakeholders, to ensure that, we get them completed.
Okay. All right. That's a huge one. That's a huge one. Now, in all of this, what would you say are your challenges? Of course, funding is basically a challenge. I think I can, guess that. I can hazard that. But besides the issue of funding, what other challenges would you want to?
Yes, like you said, funding will always be a challenge,
Yeah.
and we can only do as much as the funds that we have, can help us do. But for us, that also is not an impediment. And lately, we are driving private-public partnerships and trying to attract, other private persons, to collaborate with us so that we can bring our facilities to use. But one of the other challenges that I think we have is that over the years, we've had a number of communities, encroaching on some of the land resources that we used to have. And this is not helping, our steady progress. Over the years, communities had given us lands, which, although for some reasons were not in full use, but there's been lately an unbridled encroachment on such lands. Another challenge I would say we have is the capacity of our staff too, but that is a work in progress, and we're committed to developing that capacity, to ensure that we're able to, deliver on our mandate. But overall, I would say it's been a worthwhile journey. For me, it's been a worthwhile experience, and to have been reappointed for a second tenure in office,
we
for me,
congratulations,
is a lot of fulfillment. And I give God all the glory, and I thank my Minister of Water Resources for finding me worthy, to be so appointed.
All right, thank you very much. Now, on a final note, sir, we are aware you did a training in as part of your human capacity build-up, that you had a training session in is it what?
Ibadan, IITA.
IITA, yes. Please, in 1 minute, can you just
Yes,
tell us what that's about?
As part of the efforts to shore up the team spirit within the authority, we had a 4-day staff retreat. I think in June 2021, to build the capacity of our staff and also to get everybody working in the same direction to deliver on our mandate. That retreat saw about 50 key staff of the authority come together and set the targets for the next 4 years for the authority. The essence of that was to bring everybody on board and get everybody working together as one team, indissoluble, that would get Borbda to where it has to be. But since returning from the retreat, the lessons of the retreat have also been shared, across all cadres of the authority, and I can say that everybody is on board. The spirit is high, and I think the morale is at an unbelievably high level, that will see us move forward.
All right, thank you very much, sir.
Look at this man. Okay, you go.
Where you for the concept?
My brother, I just quick go poo for that corner there.
This is your bad habit. You have not stopped it. Everywhere you they go, because they call you Papa Timo, you are molding it everywhere.
Papa Timo, this kind of thing when you do just now, bad well. Now so some people they poo for cellophane, rubber container for inside their shop and office, come throw away and forgot or nearby bush. Everywhere go come they smell. When rain come for, you go come wash out for the road where our children they pass, or even where they play.
Papa, mama, pikin, where be say then they live for hostels, where not get better toilet. That one not be excuse. So they do one for ordinary ground, or put on for cellophane paper, throw away for anywhere. Because all these things get a health and environmental implication. And they talk and say, make we use toilet and keep Nigeria clean.
This message is powered by Engineer Saliu Ahmed, MD CEO, Benin Owena River Basin Development Authority, Benin City.
Undertaking from time to time, yes. The trainees when they're here. Yes. Yes, we're just waiting for them to ripen and give this by tomorrow morning. It's good and it's very delicious.
Wow. This one is huge.
But like I said, nothing goes to waste. So this we had the pigs, this will be fed to the pigs, but now it will go to the biogas unit. This will go to the biogas unit.
So this is a special breed of cocoa. Yes, because I mean
We're going to be. There are a couple of really nice ones.
You can see fruits.
Each of these, preparing it for the next crop. That's the drip irrigation pipe, which runs under. So you see, we have a combination of both the plastic mulch and grass mulch. That's what I was saying, that nothing goes to waste. Even when these grasses are withered, they come in as mulch. Okay. Yes. This is Martin. This is what do you call it again? No, not anthill. Where they mix their manure and all that. What do you call it? Compost. Compost manure. That's what I wanted. Yeah, compost. I think this is locked, but this is the snail ring. Right over there, that's the nozzle where they do fertilization and then later introduce them into the field. And we started with over 200. We started with over 200, but the last time I was here, so we had almost 500 snails. Mm.
And when you now come, you start looking for them around here.
Yes. Mm.
Yeah, they're high. Yeah.
You can see one over there. Can you see one crawling over there?
Please, can we see that?
process. You understand? So occasionally they open up and they sprinkle water. That's, excuse me. Hey, Martin, help me. Okay, you didn't meet it. Some people call it Hausa granite, but that's the roll in wheelbarrows. You do milk from it.
Yes. Soya milk.
No, not soya. Wow. True. Very, very well. We harvested tons of tiger nuts from here. Tomatoes have also done very well. We experimented carrot. I think the carrot beds, maybe they finished harvesting now. Carrot also did well here. And
What about what do you call watermelon?
we did watermelon too. I think watermelon, also thrived. In the next 2 months, we're going to have a grass cutter pen here. Wow. We're also going to have a goat tree here, and then we'll have a hatchery. So for our fish ponds, we'll be doing all our insemination and hatching right here. That's in the next 2 months before the end of this year. We have a capacity. The poultry capacity we have here is about 2,500. We've done repeated cycles of broiler production. What you see over there are pilotis. You must have gone there yesterday. You didn't go there yesterday? Okay, pilotis. We have a brooding house for the birds. So when they come in as day old, they are raised in that brooding house production, integrated agricultural practice. This is a little nut. That's a nursery, right? Yes, it is. I think we have a compost somewhere around here as well, where we prepare our compost. And the application of this thing is part of the disinfection, because we're going to be bringing in the piglets very soon.
Look at this man. Okay, you go.
Where you for the concept? My brother, I just quick go poo for that corner there.
This is your bad habit. You have not stopped it. Everywhere you they go, because they call you Papa Timo, you are molding it everywhere.
Papa Timo, this kind thing when you do just now bad well. Now so some people they poo for cellophane, rubber container for inside their shop and office, come throw away and forgot or nearby bush. Everywhere go come they smell. When rain come for, you go come wash out for the road where our children they pass, or even where they play.
Papa, mama, pikin, where be say than they live for hostels, where not get better toilet. That one not be excuse. So they do one for ordinary ground, or put them for cellophane paper, throw away them for anywhere. Because all these things get a health and environmental implication. And they talk and say, make we use toilet and keep Nigeria clean.
This message is powered by Engineer Saliu Ahmed, MD CEO, Benin Owena River Basin Development Authority, Benin City.